Hello, welcome back to Tarot Time with Andy. I would like to do a spread on the Natalie Wood death involving Jack Wagner, the Captain Dennis DeBurn, and actor Christopher Walken. She was supposed to be starring in a movie with Christopher Walken, which Jack was known to be pretty jealous of this situation. Jack Wagner is now a person of interest. There was different handwriting on documents from two different lifeguards. One is currently dead, the other one refuses to talk and says that justice was not served. In a movie called Fatal Voyage about the death, it says that she could have lived 3 to 5.8 hours at the sea before succumbing to the cold. There was no rigor mortis. She was not dead long, apparently. There were all kinds of bruising, and it is believed that she was beaten unconscious and then put in the boat, is what many believe. Apparently, Jack Wagner had multiple grave sites for the family plots, but he left her and hers and sold the others and lied about it, and then went and bought some other family plots out in Colorado, where he's now residing with his current wife. He refuses to speak with investigators since the case has been reopened. The Coast Guard, the captain is talking. He doesn't think he has changed his story. He lied at first, but now he says he's telling the truth. Investigators in LA County believe that Wagner killed her. He is the person of interest as of 2018. They believe he beat her unconscious and put her on the dinghy boat. And there was a storyline of switching docking from one popular location to another spot on the island that was uninhabited and quiet and nobody was there. So that kind of raised a red flag that he wanted to do it in the middle of the night. And let's see, loud yelling was said to have been done, fighting, and then Wagner was there standing alone and nobody else. And then apparently the captain was told not to turn on the lights, is what he is saying, and that Wagner told him not to turn on the lights. So I did ask the pendulum, and I will ask it for you in front of you here. Did Jack Wagner beat Natalie Wood unconscious and put her on the dinghy boat? Did he beat her unconscious and put her on the dinghy boat? Did Jack Wagner beat Natalie Wood unconscious and put her on the dinghy boat? And it's a yes, and I got yes earlier. And then I pulled out my bicycle deck, and I decided to start pulling off my bicycle deck, and I got the Devil card. That was the very first card that came out. So I'm going to continue with the Devil that I got. So here we go. Got the Devil card, impulsive. Very impulsive move, a lot of alcohol. And we have here the Queen of Hearts in reverse, so I would say she was very upset with him. That was part of the fight. I'm going to keep pulling. There we go. And there was not a sweet situation, and sex, surprises, all of that in reverse, roses in reverse, 3 of Hearts in reverse. So there was, the friendship was not on good terms during that time. Let's get some more. Trinity working together. It took skill and mastery, so it was team effort. There were 3 people that survived, and she was the only dead one, and there are 3 pentacles here, 3 energies. So the 3 of them collaborated their story. That's how I feel about that. And we have here the 4 of Hearts in reverse, so things were not stable that night. They were very unstable, and this also is the home card. Someone returns home, as in the other side. It also is the coffin card. So this is something that they did not want people to know. So, they were having too much fun. They were not bored and discontented. They were having a lot of alcohol that night, too. This is sticking out. I'm going to take it, and it created a high tower moment. So, yes, high tower moment. So, I'm going to calculate some of these here. I'm going to do those. So, we have here the Devil. Then I got those 2, and I'm going to do these 3 together here. So that comes to 15. 15 comes to here. 15 comes to four-leaf clover, getting lucky. Getting lucky, the devil card, getting lucky. Among 9, this comes to 16. Coffin, 4 of spades, coffin. This calculates the coffin, getting lucky in the death. And they created the situation with the devil energy. So that is what this is reading. So getting lucky with the death. So they got lucky and not being held accountable is what this deck is saying. I'm going to pull from another deck and let's see what another deck has to say. Here we go. Oh boy, the death card. Death card. So it's definitely saying that he did it. They're letting me know, hands down, Jack Wagner is responsible, and the three of them work together. And King of Swords upright, so that is, you know, someone who was very intentional, and it's resistance. And we have here the Two of Wands, so not wanting the world to know, not having, you know, the partnership in reverse. There's no fork in the road. No more fork in the road for her, and no more fork in the road with the relationship. And we have here and the legacy card, the 10 of Pentacles. That's like the family card here. So no more fork in the road with the family, and very intentional move and resistance. Then we have here, and he worked at it. He worked at it. I would say he did it. He's responsible, and it created an absolute nightmare for him. With the 9 of Swords. So that is the yes card also, you know, or yes, 9 of Cups is yes, 9 of Swords is no, but yeah, so that was wrong. Sorry, take that back. But this here is a fulfillment card, you know, being a 9, it is a fulfillment. So he kind of wanted to fulfill this nightmare situation. And he did create a nightmare situation. He worked at this nightmare situation here. I'm going to put these back so we can look at them laying out. So, yeah, and he knew he was trapped. That situation trapped them on the water. They couldn't escape the situation. She had a major legacy in Hollywood. She worked hard at it. And he did create this total 9 of Swords moment for the public as well. Under the surface, he does not want people to know that he went to war with her. This is my warmonger card. He does not want to know they were fighting. He was fighting. That's ready for battle. So he was fighting with her. He was. And he stopped loving her. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So my next question is going to be, was he having a sexual encounter with Walken? Because that is the rumor. Was he having a sexual threesome? Was there some sexual... The fact that I got the devil card, I would think so, because that tends to be, you know, dark forces and a lot of sexual play that could be on the dark side. The devil energy does have that couple there that's naked and chained. So that could be representation of what was going down that they're trying to hide. And a lot of people believe that Wagner is... they had a bisexual relations and that upset her, or something along those lines, affair. There was something going on, so let's find out what was going on. What was going on? What was going on? Okay. We got here the 5 of Wands in reverse, so there was conflicts that they're hiding. There's a big conflict, and they were very challenged, and they're trying to hide that fact. And with the partnership, yeah. And he's trying to hide the fact that they were fighting. And he doesn't want people to know that he created the situation with the King of Wands in reverse. He sparked it. It was his decision. He took action. He was fiery, fiery. He was hasty and had a lot of energy, and he was fearless. And we have here now that he is trying to go inward with the Hermit and keeping this knowledge to himself, basically. So, yeah. And then under the surface, I have here trying to remain strong in the face of all the allegations. So it's looking like the partnership, there were conflicts. So he was trying to hide the fact that they were fighting. So what were they fighting about? That's the weird thing. 6 of Swords in reverse. So there was no harmony. In the communication, whatever was going on, there was absolutely no harmony. So it goes to show there was there was total fighting going on with the swords and the wands. Let me ask the pendulum. Was there a threesome? Was there a menage a trois? Was there a menage a trois? Was there a menage a trois? Was there a menage a trois between the three of them? No. No, there was not. Was it Wagner and Walken? Was it Wagner and Walken? Were they active together? Were they active together? Walken and Wagner. Walken and Wagner. Well, that's a tongue twister. I'll re-ask it. Was Walken and Wagner sexually active together that night? Were they sexually active together that night? Were they sexually? No. Okay, getting no. I'm getting no. Was the argument over Natalie being interested in Wagner? Was Natalie having an affair with Wagner? I mean, was Natalie having an affair with Walken? Walken? Is it Walker? Walken? Let's see. Gotta get that name wrong here. Walken. Yeah, Christopher Walken. Was she having an affair with Christopher Walken? Yeah, she was. So that's what the fight was about. They were fighting because she was interested in Christopher Walken, her co-star for the new movie they were in, and he was having a huge issue with it. Did he have a huge issue with her having the sexual affair? Yes. Was this all about having the affair? Is this what the fight was about? Is this what the fight was about? Yes. Yes. So it was about her interest in him. Her interest in him. And they had challenges. They had verbal confrontation as well as physical confrontation. He's going to keep the secret that they were fighting, that he used feisty energy and strength, and now he's going to keep that inward with the hermit. He's not going to, he's going to keep that secret. He's going to isolate that secret. So that's sort of isolation card. So yeah, I say yes. He's responsible. Let's find out. Will he? I doubt he'll ever be charged. Will he ever be charged before his death? Will he ever be charged before his death? Will he ever be charged before his death? It's saying yes. Yes. Wow. Anytime soon? Anytime soon. Because he's getting up there in age. We're saying yes. So let's get some cards on that. Let's see what will happen. Will they charge him? He probably won't. Nothing will happen because, a court case and all that would take forever. There is no statute of limitations on murder or, contributing. There we go. So we have here a 7 of Wands here. So that is experience with defiance and victory. So he would want to fight it, and he could very likely beat it, is what that's saying, defiance and victory. So quite possibly not. And we have here, that's the new energy coming in with the Ace of Wands, enthusiasm, taking action card. So someone might want to take action, and defiance and victory. And we have here 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So that is, with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, that is someone not winning. That is kind of the losing position with the energies. And with finances, that could be losing a lot of money in that situation. That could be losing, the Devil card too. And the Devil energy. Willing to do anything. Willing to do absolutely anything to beat. For defiance and victory. Willing to do anything, to lie, really. And then we also have here, an epiphany. Yeah, so people are having an epiphany. They're coming out, they're speaking, they're opening up, they're talking about it. A lot of people want to see this resolved before he dies and solve it. And we have here the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So that is basically no one wants to open up about it. Or study it for the most part. A lot of people have shut down the case and they're not working hard on it. So it's kind of stagnant, I guess you could say. The job is, the investigation is pretty stagnant. So whoever's having this epiphany has made it kind of stagnant as a result. So let's get underneath the surface here. Yeah, they know that he's not kind and liked by others either. So, you know, he's not a kind individual, Wagner. He's truly not that likable. I'm going to get some more cards here. And we have here, yeah, they know it's going to create this insomnia and Knight of Swords, back to ruin card. So, yeah, it's looking like he will do virtually anything to get out of it. So I would say no with that devil energy and the defiance and victory, that he will not be held accountable despite what my pendulum said. But I'm going to pull some more and find out how does he handle himself now? What does he think? Does he think about it often? Does he think about it often? Does he think about it often? Does he think about it often, and what does he think? Boom. There we go. Judgment in reverse. So he knows that judgment in reverse is he has self-doubt and inner critic, and wrong was not made right. That it was an unfair situation. That he is guilty, and wrong was not made right. So right there, that confirms that he's guilty. Under the surface, about taking out the Ten of Pentacles here. You know, take the legacy, dealing with the legacy, back to the legacy card. You know, and the war card. Yeah, he's guilty of beating her up, the war card, ready for battle, and putting her in a boat unconscious. I'm going to get some more on that Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Why did he do it? Knight of Swords. Why did he do that? Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Here we go. The Lovers in reverse. Yeah. He was tired of her. He wanted to get rid of her. So it was like premeditated as far as I'm concerned. I mean, he was so drunk too, but he probably thought about it often. I'm going to clarify the Lovers in reverse. Boom, that popped. And it happened very quickly with the Eight of Wands. It just happened very fast. And we got here the Nine of Wands. He became very resilient. It was a very fast change, and you could see he's kind of guarded here. So he became very guarded individual. And we have here the trying to pretend like they did not have conflicts here, you know, denying the conflicts that went on that night, and that he did not help her. You know, he did not help her, and he doesn't want people to know that he called off the lights. He was of no value, no giving and receiving help, but down. Doesn't want people to know that. And we have here Page of Pentacles upright. So he just wants to look like he was the helper, like he tried to be helpful. And he's trying to make people think that he did not gaslight the public, the gaslighting card, and the teamwork in reverse. So it doesn't want people to know that they teamed up to get their story straight. Under the surface, we have here trying to get things into their favor. They want the good karma. They want the, you know, they wanted to evolve forward, and they did not want the bad luck. So this was to, they felt this was the destiny card too. So they wanted things to go in their favor. Yeah. In the center here, pull another card here. You know, he just doesn't want the world to know what he did, and that he just basically felt he had no options. So no fork in the road. So he got trapped in the situation by being drunk and beating her belligerently, and doesn't want to be held accountable. So yeah, I say he's definitely guilty, hands down, 100% guilty. Let's get some more cards. Here we go. We got here forgetting oneself. Yeah, he doesn't want to remember it, forgetting oneself. So he just tries to block it out as best he can. He attempts to. Under the surface, we have here black flower fragrance. He knows he's got a dark passenger on the inside. Let's get some wisdom on this. Wisdom on this. Jack Wagner. Jack Wagner. Jack Wagner's energy. Jack Wagner's energy. Please be clear. Jack Wagner's energy. Please be clear. Please be clear. Boom. Fragmented. He's very fragmented. So that's the person who compartmentalizes. He takes that situation, he doesn't want to think about it, and he puts it in a little box in his mind and puts it away and tries not to think about it. He's very fragmented. That's how he can live with himself. He puts it in a little box in the corner somewhere. Okay, let's get this. Jack Wagner energy. Jack Wagner energy. Courtship. And thief, yep. So he did not like the fact that those two were interested in each other, and so that he felt that was sort of a thievery, and then child in reverse. So that would be sort of, you know, that taking away that childlike play they had between each other. They had a childlike play that he was jealous of. And we have here the snake and the fox. So yeah, they ended up being very sneaky, and fox energy is someone you can't trust. Same with the snake. Neither one can you trust. You cannot trust the snake or the fox for your life ever dependent on it, okay? You do not trust either one of those cards. Okay, in the center of it, what do I have here? Heart in reverse. So yeah, he simply fell out of love, and then underneath the surface, I've got the bear, which is authority, you know, and they knew they would have to deal with the authority. And they were very sneaky and snaky about the whole situation and how it all went down, and got their stories straight. So yes, I'm going to ask, did Jack Wagner order that the lights did not go on? Did he order the captain to not turn on the lights? Did he order the captain to not turn on the lights? Did he order the captain to keep the lights off? Did he order the captain to keep the lights off? Yes, he did. Does he feel any guilt or remorse? Does he feel any guilt or remorse for that move? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Does he regret that night? Does he regret that night? Does Jack Wagner regret that night? Yes, he does. Yes, he does. So, yeah, I'm saying guilty, 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 guilty. Yes. Let's get some energy, some more energy. There we go. Oh, that popped out. That was a relationship they had. And there was a lot of adversity. Yeah, there was a lot of adversity. And that's what he doesn't want people to know, that they were just having a good time. And we have here patience in reverse. He had no patience for her. He lost patience for her. The fighting got out of hand between them. Let's get some more energy. Jack Wagner, Jack Wagner. We got here, yep, he sees her, and I think he sees her a lot in his dreams with that clarity of thought. It was a personal vision of his to probably take her out. He just really was sick of her. And broken heart, there's a broken heart card, and we have here, he did appreciate her. He does regret it. He does regret it. Happy family. He preferred to have had a happy family. He regrets it. Under the surface, yeah, man holding a heart. He fell out of love with her. He totally fell out of love. He just found her annoying. And, yep, and woman holding a heart in reverse. So, yeah, they both fell out of love. They both totally fell out of love, and they were fighting too much. She was flirting with her co-star, and he couldn't handle it. And so that's why all this whole thing came down. And they really were on the verge of probably a divorce here. And instead, she ended up dead. That's how I see it. I see it that she ended up dead instead of divorced. And he was kind of somewhat premeditated because he wanted to move the boat. The fact that he wanted to move the boat and he kept the lights off kind of makes it extreme carelessness, and definitely a bit on the premeditated side here. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, like and subscribe. Bye.